Today is what we call your ethnic black box exam.
You get a set of mystery ingredients.
You're gonna have 5 minutes to think about what you're going to make.
I'm terrified, because I don't want to fuck it up.
Okay, ginger juice in the eye.
I made a mistake.
Green mango pickle with lime jaggery gastrique.
I would never want to be in Richard's shoes.
And turmeric mashed potatoes with cinnamon red wine curry.
I'm not gonna hide it.
Let's face it, Richard's really special in the kitchen. And at the end of the day, isn't that what really matters?
This is your time to shine, you're gonna be just fine. It's your time and I. Look how far you come, open your eyes. This is your time tonight, it turned out alright. You don't have to fight tonight. Look how far you come, open your eyes. Look how far you come, open your eyes.
Previously on Chef School.
I'd like to welcome Chef Jonathan Gushu.
Ben is a winner and loves winning.
No problem, I got this.
I think Ben exudes an air of superiority.
Here we have grilled octopus.
This octopus just goes to mush in your mouth.
This sauce is non-existent.
I want them to know that I can cook.
She needs some confidence.
Joyce, I find it a bit boring.
That hurt.
Today's the 4th day Richard didn't show up.
There's some family problems,
Richard's not here.
but we all have them.
He claims that he has not gone back to taking drugs.
I have to believe him.
This was a very hard decision, but today's winner is David.
Richard Francis? What have I learned about Richard?
I haven't really seen Richard much this year.
I would never want to be in Richard's shoes.
You know, he's not the best student, he's not the best teammate. For a while, he just didn't show up for school.
He is like making an effort now, but obviously he's very troubled.
There are times when he looked me straight in the eye when I would ask him. I heard from people that you were actually using drugs, and he would say, no. I almost did, buddy, but no, absolutely not.
The last 2 weeks for me have been very difficult.
His addiction is a disease, and denial is a part of that.
If you really want to know, I did relapse.
Okay, can you put some oil in there?
I don't understand addicts. I've never seen anyone do crack. I've never been around anybody, so I don't know.
I made a mistake. And I have to man up and admit to myself and to God of my understanding that I messed up.
Before I actually knew what was going on, my sense was that he needed to stay home and take care of the kids.
But I'm not gonna hide it. You know, I did what I did.
I've never had anyone lie to me that just flat out.
Well, let's face it, Richard's really special in the kitchen. And at the end of the day, isn't that what really matters?
Well, students, how are you today?
Good job. Good job.
What brought me back, I know that I have something.
Today is the culmination of your ethnic cooking course,
I completely believe in myself.
which ends with what we call a black box exam.
I'm terrified, because I don't want to fuck it up.
The purpose of today's black box is for you to think on your feet.
It's exactly what it sounds like. You have ingredients in a black box.
The ingredients are under here.
So in this case, black garbage bags.
You're gonna have 5 minutes
Jesus.
For Christ's sakes.
to think about what you're going to make.
That's a lot of pressure.
Whoa.
It's a lot of stress.
Then I want you to put down what you're going to make.
You know, it's something you just got to be creative with.
This is one of the scariest things we could do.
So Neil pulls back the green garbage bags and reveals a cornucopia of ingredients.
Masa harina, chilies, peppers, bok choy.
After a year and a half of training and rigorous working, it should show where you are, really.
Shrimp, squid, Chinese sausages, flank steak.
Everybody was thinking about what they're making ahead of time.
I've decided to go with something Thai.
An Indian theme.
But there's nothing really sure until you see the ingredients.
Okay, so Asian or Thai?
I decided to go with Ethiopian food.
A rustic Jamaican stew, Bati boy stew.
You know, an Indian, French fusion type thing.
I'm gonna do a rice paper roll. Rice paper roll.
It's a big part of your final mark, so I mean, it's pretty important.
Okay, chefs, 30 seconds.
And as far as personal pride goes, I think it's important too.
All right, let's get started then.
The black box is very challenging. It's used in cooking competitions all over the world.
Where did the last flank steak go?
It's more than just the sum of the ingredients. Cooking is not just that.
Sure, why not?
Like, you have to put your whole self into it, and that's scary.
Not my forte.
So it's very, very challenging.
Because it's you.
You never know what they're looking for.
And you don't ever want someone to not like you.
And it takes years to really get good at this.
And you got one shot, you screw up one thing, you're fucked, right?
In this black box exam, I feel like I have something to prove.
A black box exam is where you get a set of mystery ingredients and you're supposed to come up with a dish.
We were told to do 2 appetizers or a main.
This is putting your actual creativity out there.
So I've decided to do a full Japanese meal.
I'm going to do a grilled prawn dish with some lime juice.
It's gonna be the fish in a broth with the fine julienne of ginger.
A soup, sashimi, simmered eggplant with shrimp teriyaki.
The fish should just be delicate.
At this point, it's either you do it right or don't do it.
Joyce is doing a curried carrot soup with tamarind and onion bhaji.
Like, I want it to taste like the carrots came out of the ground, curried, and I made soup with them.
The thing I'd be worried about with Joyce is the onion bhaji.
Oh my God, when they're bad, they're like little pucks of like oniony grease balls.
Bhajis are quite tricky to do.
Okay, ginger juice in the eye. After I lost the panel last week, Chef Baxter was like telling me he doesn't see my passion in my food.
I think Joyce is still not focused.
I don't know, it was kind of hurtful. I don't know what he means when he says he can't see me.
She's really got to dig deep and find the passion or a drive.
Like, I am who I am. I don't cook like other people. And I feel like there is me in my food.
I need to do well today.
Ben is doing a Sri Lankan beef curry and a fresh chilled Napa cabbage salad.
2 days ago, we were in this panel. I went into it all cocky and got smoked out of the water.
What beef is that? The flank?
The flank, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much coming in 3rd out of 3 teams.
I think Ben is somebody that's going to keep searching for himself.
So this black box is my chance to actually prove to myself that that panel was a one-off.
He's probably going to have some ups and downs.
That it doesn't actually represent my abilities. Don't go out, don't go out.
Mr. Lingard.
Yeah.
Ready to put up yet?
It's not finished yet, but yeah, it's getting there.
After winning the panel, I finally proved that I'm just as good as any of them.
So what do we have, David?
This chef is Ichiju Samsai. It's a Japanese meal. A soup, sashimi, followed by simmered eggplant with shrimp teriyaki. I didn't exactly have sashimi-grade fish, so instead of sashimi, I gave you a bit of miso ceviche.
David's still probably largely unaware of his own abilities or lack thereof. He just needs to develop much more of a sensitivity to himself and to others.
You know, this dish really should have more flavor.
I don't know why people think that I'm not learning things or not trying to learn.
What you've got here is you've got a miso soup, and then you've got a miso marinated fish. My main concern is the flavor between the miso fish and the miso soup.
I've learned so much from the school.
One is strong, one is not. They're fighting each other right now.
I learn something new every day.
Always remember, you need balance.
But, I mean, I will say that David seems to have calmed down a lot.
You've got 36.5 out of 50, David.
All right.
73.
All right. Thank you, Chef.
He's not nearly so cocky as he was.
Thanks, David.
Very welcome, Chef.
It's wonderful.
It's been fun. You know, I may not have got the best mark, but it's been fun.
Matthew Duffy.
Oh, shit, son.
You got 30 seconds.
So burnt.
That skin is way crispy and really burnt.
I was just like, oh no, I'm toast. For my black box exam, I'm presenting a rustic Jamaican stew.
Matt's dish is completely toast.
I burned the hell out of the chicken.
It's kind of gross.
Like the outside of it was like black.
And then instinct was just rip the skin off.
It's disgusting.
And serve it skinless.
It doesn't look good.
I don't really think it's gonna go over well.
So what have we got here then?
It's a brown chicken stew. There's rice and peas and vegetables.
I'm really hungry at this point.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Matt and Neil, there seems to be an interesting dynamic between them.
That's kind of why I chose the big bowls and the big portions of everything.
Excellent.
There's nothing really nice I can say about that relationship. It's just annoying to watch.
It's like family style eating. Big spoon in it, big bowl of food, and just give her.
You know, Matt worked for Neil last summer. He's going to work for him this summer as well.
I said, no problem, man.
So Matt's in a different league in the way that Neil treats him.
Like if Neil were a pirate, Matt would be his parrot.
I mean, I'm sure he'll give Matt a great mark because he likes Matt.
Definitely he burnt the chicken.
But it's not going to be reflective of this dish.
Okay. Matthew, I gave you an 87 today.
Well,
It's a bullshit mark.
I don't know what to think. I'm literally just not thinking. I'm just
Thank you very much. You've done quite a good job.
like, just what the fuck, you know? I don't like to complain. I just usually try and make things better because I can't. I just hate it here.
You know, there's certain people who just get by on other people's pity.
I think he just sort of doesn't care.
Fuck it. Like Alex Land here.
Excuse me.
You have to care.
Everybody loves me.
Like, I don't know why he's here.
In the rice paper rolls, I put carrots, daikon, cilantro. There's a whole bunch of shit.
I've said that before.
And then the hot numbing beef type dish, it's, what's the word? Simmered, fried, and then boiled. All right, well, here's a variation of my hot numbing beef.
Right.
From Thai class.
I don't remember the last time Alex produced something good.
This is also from Thai class. It's a variation of rice paper rolls made with beef.
If Alex Land here graduates, if he gets the same certificate that we all get, that makes our piece of paper basically worthless.
All right, the hot and numbing beef. The main concern that I have is the fact that, you know, the beef is quite dry.
To be honest with you, I want Alex to fail.
This is supposed to be a warm dish, and it's cold.
Whatever, I mean, I just don't care.
The rice is cold as well.
It's just fucking annoying.
That's not what you want.
Like, god damn it.
I don't think Alex should pass.
He's not gonna fail.
But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they passed him out of the desire to avoid conflict.
So you got 38.5 out of 50, Alex.
Okay.
77.
Not one person in this school wants Alex Lantier to pass.
I don't think they should pass Alex. I don't think they should pass Dave. I don't think they should pass me, probably, because I don't have the standard that they want to be putting out.
Chef, I'd like to present you grilled shrimp with a kaffir lime dressing.
I can't say that I'm overly surprised with Andrew's take on the school.
Thank you, Andrew.
Because, I mean, he came into it with considerable reservations on the cooking side.
I don't know if I've told Neil that I'm not carrying on as a chef.
People just reach a point where they are in that place and time, they've had enough.
But right now, I'd like to be able to find some of that passion that I first came to school with, the stuff that prompted me to come to chef school in the first place.
Andrew.
So that I leave still as inspired as I was when I came here.
As a challenging dish, it's not very, very challenging.
Okay. I mean, I have other options too.
It's a very safe dish.
Maybe that hurts me. The fact that I know I can go to med school, I can go do PhD or something.
So I give you 63 out of 100 for this, Andrew. 63 is a fail.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it'd be better if I played the game a little more, but it doesn't matter to me.
All right, here we have poached tilapia in an Asian-style broth.
Tim, I'm giving you 79.
All right.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Kelsey. I think you've done a good job, so I'm going to give you 45 out of 50. 90% for this. Thank you.
what it's like to be back. I couldn't be more happier right now. I'm not like bursting out at the seams or anything, but I'm able to do what I love.
I don't think Richard will ever be free of his addictions. Ever.
Do I need to finish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, actually. It would probably be the only thing that I've really accomplished that kind of has any meaning to me, you know?
I think his addiction is part of who Richard is, and it's part of where his power comes from. It's a dark power.
I think if Richard passes the program, it will be very, very borderline. Because all of the absences and no-shows and whatever will just sort of kick in and bring the mark down.
Richard, Francis. Okay, let's see your dish then.
When I came back here after that relapse, my goal was to push myself more. And I think this menu that I've selected does just that.
Okay, first dish is a green mango pickle with lime jaggery gastrique, pan-fried tilapia, grilled octopus with an ambat teak sauce. It's from Bombay.
I'm not a person that's just gonna fucking throw shit in a pan.
Right.
Like a fucking monkey, you know?
And turmeric mashed potatoes with a cinnamon red wine curry, braised pork, and a ginger raita and some naan.
There has to be reason and there has to be purpose of why I'm doing these things.
Thanks, Richard.
And right now, I want to set my standards really, really high.
What I see in Richard with the sort of joys and sorrows that he's gone through is a great capacity to pick himself up and keep going.
You know, I did braising, I did pan frying, boiling. I did bread and I did sauces.
I'm not too thrilled about it.
You know, he can sort of dust himself off and have a go at it again.
I wanted to see if I could actually put all this stuff out.
Richard, this dish resonates very well with me. Everything works on here, but this braised pork dish, it doesn't work.
He might have taken a few steps backward, but he has a lot of courage, I think.
So, Richard, we gave you 40 out of 50 today, which is 80 out of 100.
I only got 80%, but at least I didn't fucking take it easy. I didn't play it safe.
So what have we got here, Ben?
So this is an African idea where you have the injera-style crepe with small batches of curries and salads.
I've challenged myself this time. Stepped out of the comfort zone. Gone for something I love, but I've never actually worked with.
Where do you see yourself in your development at this point?
Right now, at this point?
At this very point.
He asks you this philosophical fucking question. And I'm thinking, in front of you? I don't know. Talk to me about the fucking dish.
Now, everything I put up seems to not be exactly what I want it to be.
What do you want to do?
Have everything be excellent that I put up?
I'm thinking, please, oh, please be nice to me.
I gave you 45 out of 50.
90%.
Thank you.
That's pretty good.
That means a lot.
And I know it's just a mark. You know.
Thanks.
Great. Cheers.
But, fuck, I really needed that 90 right now.
Joyce, come on over.
I think people mistake my constant refining of whatever I'm doing as a lack of confidence.
This is a crispy rice cake with braised eggplant and shrimp with raita.
But it's me just trying to figure out like the best way to do it.
Curried carrots with a tamarind drizzle. And then I've got some onion bhajis.
Joyce, she's a fighter.
Joyce, aren't you as surprised then?
Am I?
Yeah.
She really gives it everything she's got.
And then I've made a little drink.
Awesome.
A tamarind mint cooler.
All of her persistence seems to have paid off.
For Black Box today, I wanted to make really personal food. Not just because I am Indian, therefore that's me, but it was more than that. Like, I actually put my own spin on things.
Joyce, so where have you been hiding all my life then?
Right under your nose.
Right. Joyce, you got a 95 out of 100 today.
I just couldn't believe it. Like, 95 was not even, like, fathomable to me.
You did extraordinary work this afternoon. I was very happy to see that.
He's, like, actually made me realize that I can be really good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chef. But I know now that it's, like, up to me to make it known.
Well, students, I think a black box is never the easiest thing to do, but you should never hold yourself back as a cook. Challenge your food as you challenge yourself. And the more that you challenge yourself, the more that you're going to grow.
Thank you, Chef.
Hey, Matt. Where's Matt?
Yeah, Chef.
Next time on Chef School.
I'm gonna have all the meats right here for 1, 2, 3, 4 courses.
It's Matt's lab tonight.
I'm really nervous.
We're gonna garnish it with a tiny, tiny amount of chives.
What makes this lab different is that it's Chef Baxter's menu.
This is Matt cooking with his mentor.
Can you bring all the bread up to the front?
It's Neil's food. It's his reputation on the line.
Come on, whip the fucking thing.
And tonight we're gonna show him how far we've actually progressed.
Hey, don't carve them. Don't carve them if they're fucking not cooked.
I respect him as a chef, but as a person, absolutely not.
Put the skate in the middle of the fucking plate, huh? Fuck!
Well, I mean, Baxter's kitchen culture through and through.
I've definitely learned more about cooking
Hey, fucking middle of the plate.
from him than anyone else at the school.
Fucking dickheads.
There's been a change.